Brandon, what did you have to do to build off the way the season ended for you last season?
Kind of just picked up where I left off. Gelling with the new guys that we have. Trying to get used to this new offense and ultimately just using my pace.
What do you like about the new offense?
Probably just how we can just play more faster. It's not just I know you guys probably heard the term just everybody just playing one on one or something like that. So we're kind of just fading away from that and just playing more of a team ball.
The setbacks that you guys had last year, Coach Kidd always said next man up mentality. So how pivotal was that for you, to get those reps out on the floor and to have really essential minutes on the floor?
It was good. Next man up mentality was my whole thing last year. Fortunately, guys went out, and so I had to step in the midst of a season. So it just shows the work that I did and behind the scenes and the people that are around me.
Were there any specific things from your game that you were able to work on, kind of being in those in-game scenarios and clutch minutes and things like that?
A lot of things on the court, but I think the most important thing was off the court. Seeing where guys like the ball, where they don't when I wasn't playing. So when I do play and get on the floor, it will be a lot easier.
I know you've been dealing with a little bit of hamstring injury here in training camp. Just curious, which hamstring was it, how it happened, and then do you expect to be available for Saturday's preseason game?
Yeah, it's my left hamstring, and I'm just playing it day to day.
Any mentor that you kind of connected with this summer to just work on a little bit of your game?
Yeah, Kyrie.
Kyrie?
Mm.
What's your relationship like with him?
He's a bigger brother, mentor, teammate. I got to learn a lot from him. Obviously, on the court, we all know what he's capable of and what he can teach, but really more so off the court and what he can bring and how he's a good father and all that type of stuff. That's what kind of things I pick up on.
I know about your team goals. You said it individual goals for yourself.
I haven't really got to that. I'm still just trying to focus on trying to get better every day, working on my game, and like I said, trying to learn this new offense. So, yeah.
Based on Monday's preseason game, what were some of your takeaways?
What you saw? I like the new offense. I like how guys are running. There's a lot of talking. I think we can be better on offensive rebounding, crashing, and even defensively rebounding and stuff. But there was a point in the game where defensively we just looked like top defense, in the league. So just kind of just getting that on film, just watching it like days like today, we can go a long way.
Yeah, you talk about
said after the game, you guys feel like you could be like literally the number one defense, top three or worse. Is that kind of how you view the ceiling of this team defensively?
Yeah. I don't know about them, but I see it in practice. You know what I mean? Just for me as a point guard, coming off of screens and dudes is big out there and moving and flying around, and you just add Cooper in the mix of that too. So it's just like they're gonna be nice.
We'll take a couple more.
Yeah, you mentioned Cooper. He got that weak side block at the beginning of the game. Just what was your takeaways from that play and what you've seen from overall in camp?
I wasn't surprised about that play, honestly. We've seen it probably 50 times before that. So just about him just being able to show you guys and prove not only to everybody but prove himself that he belongs.
What have you seen from D'Angelo, and what does he add to this team?
D'Angelo been in the league for a while. He's a vet. He came in with a maturity about him. He's composed, and he can show me a lot just in terms of the point guard position, what to see. Seen a lot of coverages over the last couple of years that I haven't. So whatever I can pick up from not only him but all the point guards.
Right. Let's talk about B. Will, the way he ended last season, the minutes he got, and how productive he was.
Yeah, I thought when you talk about B. Will's prep, being ready, staying ready, working even when he wasn't playing, and then having that opportunity when we had the injuries, taking full advantage of that. I thought, again, at the end of summer, he was playing at a high level, and now, being able to get, first be healthy. I think when he's healthy, he's a problem.
What are some of the things you look at from him this season?
Yeah, I think growth is always understanding time and score, who hasn't gotten a shot, how are we playing on the offensive end. When you have the ball, you're a leader. So some of that leadership role is something that he's going to have to show us again this year.
Last year, we talked a lot about next man up mentality. What kind of opportunity did that give to guys like Brandon Williams, to show themselves in those pivotal minutes on the
well, I
floor?
think a lot of times guys might not believe that they're going to have an opportunity. When you look at the depth of the team, you could be, second, third, or fourth on that roster, and so just understand the marathon's long, and being a pro and being ready, and that you give the character of B. Will and guys like that that probably didn't think they were going to play have the opportunity not just to play but help us win.
With Brandon Williams and Dante Exum, we haven't seen a lot of them. Or is there any concern with the state of your backcourt? You know, knowing that you're not going to have Kyrie or ways to use D'Angelo in that regard.
Yeah, no. We're not afraid of who's out. Next man mentality, and so just want to be healthy. Hopefully, come the 22nd. This is training camp, so this is about guys getting used to the system, and then also getting in shape, and then being ready for the 22nd. Not the 11th, and not 13th or 15th, but being ready to go when the marathon starts on the 22nd.
I know you're not a doctor. What's it been like with the new medical staff?
Great.
Janae with getting promoted, then Jeff coming over from the Bulls. So what's it been like?
Yeah, they're doing their part. I'm not. That's medical and strength. So Jeff has done great. He's been great. Jenna's been great. And so for the promotion and then also the new hires, everybody's doing a great job. Injuries are a part of the game. That's just going to happen. And so the key is to get them healthy and get them back as fast as possible. And right now, I think that's what they're doing.
And just going back to B. Will real quick, I'm just talking about you young leaders going to the line and just how they can help, like Miles and Cooper and those.
Yeah, I think when you talk about, B. Will, his ability to, he's walked in those footsteps that those guys, the young players, Ryan and Cooper, are going to walk here. And so I think being able to share that experience, I think leadership, him being around Kai and Clay and DP, some of our vets, understanding, and then also now D'Lo, to understand what it means to be a leader as a point guard in this league. And so he's going to take full advantage of some more knowledge, especially coming from D'Lo. But I think helping Cooper and Ryan, the guys that are going to be rookies facing this, I think that's nothing wrong with a teammate being able to help.
Coach, you mentioned that it's not about the preseason, it's about the 22nd. So
Yeah.
what do you, since you've already had one preseason game, what are you most excited about this coming year with your team and your staff?
Yeah, I think the excitement is that we're deep. If we're healthy, we have a deep team, and we got a great group of young men. I think the roster, we have shooting, we have playmaking, we have bigs, we got all that covered. It's just a matter of being able to go through different situations, being able to handle losing. You're not going to go undefeated in this league. Learning from your mistakes, and then learning from winning. And if you can do that, and you're prepared come late April, you've been able to check all the boxes, you've been tested, you believe that you have a chance to win a championship.
When you're working with this new offense, Max Christie and D'Angelo Russell spent time together with the Lakers, and you saw that chemistry kind of play out in the preseason game. I guess it could go as far as with AD as well, but how much of a benefit is that, having players that have spent time together and then the chemistry translates quickly on the court?
Yeah, I think it's huge when you have that relationship with your teammate, maybe on a previous team, but also continuity. We have a ton of guys that are coming back from last year, so for us to have that continuity, we're asking them to do something different on the offensive end, and so they picked it up here pretty quickly. But also just the communication between everyone, making sure that as coaches we're pushing them, and then for them to be able to tell us how we're doing, because a lot of times we're worried about them, but they have a voice in this too, and so I think the communication's been high.
What was your takeaway of the new offense that was put into play in the preseason game?
It was great. It's been going really well in practice, and I guess it was good in Oklahoma. I mean against Oklahoma. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes on Saturday.